So I'm on this trail and I'm absolutely loving it. And here's my next obstacle. Smooth rock, jump over this little ditch and on to the next. But it's very fun. This is the kind of challenge I like. So, and there's a little bit of mud, but not too much mud. So it's nice. So here I'm gonna keep going. This little part of the river is coming in from the cave and going down, and I just washed some of the rock grit off of my hands in the stream further down. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm really very much enjoying this one. Well, a huge strike of thunder struck super close, and that was absolutely terrifying. And all I'm doing is going higher, so I don't know. I'm just gonna head back down because I don't feel like getting struck by lightning in New Zealand or anywhere. But that was, whew, my legs are trembling. That was so loud. Honestly, my first thought was it was a gunshot until I realized they can't do those here. But literally, like, I'm shaking. So, I don't know, there were some girls ahead of me and they're keeping on going. Maybe I'll go on some more and see what happens if I get struck by lightning. It's been nice knowing everyone. And if not, I'm close to the end anyway, I think. So, and those girls didn't turn back, so maybe we'll all be fine. But wow, that was loud. It was like just being right next to a firework as it went off. Well, I just talked to some other people I passed on the trail and they think it was actually a blast from road construction. So, no fear of danger from that, at least. So, I'm assuming I won't be being struck by lightning in this moment in time. So, check out this thing. Wow. I'm almost there, I think, and this is my next obstacle. So I'm gonna go all the way up here for my next step. But we're getting there. Here comes my next obstacle. I'm gonna get to that orange through this. Made it to the lake. to TSS Earnslaw. I know that everybody paused the video to read all about it when I was in Dunedin. I sure did not. But I did not know that it was going to be in Queenstown, and that's like where it lives, and they do the tours or whatever on it. So I was pretty excited to see that it was coming through when I did not learn about it, but I at least knew about it. So it was kind of cool, and I actually waited around for a minute to come see this drive through. So I hope you appreciate it as much as I do. I'm scared to go in here. I'm scared there's gonna be spider webs on my face. Or ghosts. Here we go. From what I understand, this is just an old mining hut that you can use for the day if you want to. I don't know why you would want to do that, but what even animal could that be? I don't want to know. Yeah, so this is something. It's very historic, and it's beautiful out. Here's this if anybody wants to pause and read. Yeah, it's in a beautiful area, and I'll show you around the outside in just a second. It's just a little stone building, and then I don't think you can see it from here, but there's a waterfall. Oh, you can. And then further down, more water. I'm gonna see if I can try to make it through this slit. This is kind of... Ooh. It's raining. Oh, cute. There's a archway up above. I don't love this so much. I'm trying to do things outside of my comfort zone, and this is 1000% that. Just because I'm afraid something might fall on me. Look at the whiteness of this rock and this cobweb. Okay. I don't know that. I don't think this was the historic tunnel, but we made it through, and the trail continues. So I'm going to see where that takes me. I guess that was the tunnel. I don't know if you can hear me. I've left my microphone in the car, but the trail just took me down to the water, and then it stops. So I'm going to go back through the tunnel, and it was a very scary walk to get down here too. So that's nice. And then it's raining. Yay, always raining. This is the only trek I've done that requires you to cross the highway to get to the other side. So that's kind of funny. I am officially the highest point on this entire hill. I climbed some rocks, and I was the tallest thing on the hill. So I'm climbing Roy's Peak in Wanaka, and it's pretty much straight uphill for about 2 hours. But I looked over, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the beacons of Gondor. I don't know what all was filmed here for the movie. I know that some things were, so it was pretty cool, and if it's not, I'm definitely saying it is. But I'm going somewhere, one of these two. I think this one, or maybe no, it's this one here. So looks like maybe another 45 minutes or so, And then I can have lunch and then make my way down. It's windy, but I made it to the of Roy's Peak. And my phone says I've climbed 360 floors. There's this other peak too. I don't know. But this is the one we're going with because I've had enough. And it's literally freezing up here. You can see these snowy mountains. And that's the direction the wind is blowing from. But this is my favorite part. This is so cool. So I've never seen like inside of a mountain before. But this is it's like inside of the mountain almost. It's like just the back side, which is super neat. My fingers are literally numb just from this few minutes I've been recording for not even a minute. My fingers are numb. It's freezing up here. And this is the side I came from. This is Wanaka. Yeah, there's some kind of island. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's something cutesy. I've got to figure somewhere to have lunch. It's 4 p.m. and I brought a wrap, but I wanted to eat it as a celebration. And this is the crazy thing, I started the walk around 1 p.m. and it's now 4, so it took me quite a while. And I want to, maybe my kind editor can tell us how many meters of elevation I gained, or whatever the metric is for elevation gain here. But it took quite a while. And I'm hoping that it'll be easier on the way back. But I can't even think straight. It's so cold. The sun's been gone. It was a kind of a perfect day to do this because this is what the whole trails looked like. Just totally exposed the whole time. Nothing really to look at but the view. And so the sun's been gone behind the clouds pretty much the entire time, which I've actually appreciated because I was sweating. This is not steep, but there are some really steep areas on the way up, so it was nice to not be blasted by the sun, but now it's so cold. Anyway, I'm going to try to figure out the place blocked from the wind, or I can have my lunch, so wish me luck. Here's the view from the other side that I couldn't see from my quote 360 view at the peak of the mountain. Listen, here's the thing. I don't go on hikes for the views. I go on hikes for the journeys. And every now and then I'll do a hike like this one that's for the view. And I gotta say, not worth it in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it was nice. It actually felt like a workout. This is one of the few hikes that I've done where it's really felt like an actual workout. But was it worth it for the views I just saw? This is pretty cool. Not really. I don't care about this. I think my favorite part was when I saw what I'm assuming to be the Beacon of Gondor earlier. I don't know what I was hoping to see, or I really wasn't hoping to see anything specific, but yeah, no, I don't know. It was just not worth it for me. If you like barren landscapes such as this and views, then it might be for you. Do I regret doing this? Absolutely not. I'm happy I came. I didn't have anything else I was doing today. Although I might regret it because I'm not totally sure that I know how to get off of this section. So I may be stuck on this mountain forever. I think I started this way. But yeah, no, if you like like barren walks like this and views, then maybe this is the walk for you. And if you prefer, I don't know, walks with trees and things, this is not the one. But yeah, no, I certainly don't wish I didn't do this by any means. It's just, to me, if I were recommending myself to do a hike, I would not recommend myself to do this hike again. Honestly, I woke up this morning and all I knew, my only plan for the day was to just go to Wanaka, period. I didn't know what I was going to do when I got here. And then I saw that Roy's Peak was here, and that's a very, very popular walk. And it is truly very popular. This is the most amount of people I've seen on a walk at all, except for when I was on the Abel Tasman. But yeah, so it was around 1:30 when I finally decided, like, yeah, I'll come do this walk today. So I didn't come in with any expectations or hopes or anything. I just knew that it was a popular walk, and I didn't have anything else to do. So, yeah, certainly don't regret it, but this just is not something that I would recommend for myself to do, and it's certainly not something that I would come back and do a second time. The crazy thing is I was fighting for my life coming up this mountain, and this one guy was over here just running, and he literally started after me, passed me, ran, got to the top, did whatever he did at the top, came back, and ran past me before I ever made it to the top. So, that's insane. And I don't know if you could see that girl. I didn't look to see if you could see her face on the camera, but she was clearly also fighting for her life, so I'm glad it's not just me. Anyway, yeah, here's some more of the view. It is beautiful. It really is beautiful, but yeah, this is just not my type of what I would consider. I would want to do this often. Anyway, I'm still gotta figure out lunch, which I guess now that it's after 4, may as well be dinner. Anyway, I'll check back in after a while. Crocodiles. Just to clarify what I mean by the view's not worth it, what I meant was I've seen a lot more beautiful views on a lot easier hikes. I did have fun. It is a beautiful view. I think I was just expecting more, because like I said, I've seen some actually breathtaking views on walks that are like half this distance and half this elevation and all this. So that's all I meant. I did not mean at all that I'm not having fun, or that nobody should do this, and that this is not a cool view. It's clearly a very cool view. I just meant that it's not worth it to me to have done this, because, oh look, can you see the helicopter? No, it went behind the mountain. There it comes out of the mountain somewhere. It's just not worth it for me to have done this, because I've done cooler, better hikes with cooler, better views. Yeah, can you see the helicopter right there? It just landed. Huh. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe there's like a heli tour or something. Anyway, yeah, no, this has been fine, but I've just had a lot more fun on much better, funner hikes with better, funner views. So that's all I meant. Definitely not that this isn't cool. Definitely not that I wish I wouldn't have done this or anything like that. So Just for that clarification. Also, I had lunch and I feel a little better now. So, that's always good. I swam in Lake Wanaka. It was freezing. It was so cold. It was like 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius outside. And the water was cold enough it took my breath away, but it was really fun, and I want to do it more often, I think. So, yeah, enjoy watching me swim around.